like, are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is the problem. Like, when I think about what stories to tell, like, I generally just think of, like, Ireland. Because we used to go to Ireland, like, for 6 weeks every summer. And I can't really distinguish very much, like, from, like, one point or another, because it's all, like, just this magical fairyland in my head. You know what I mean? Like, where it's, like, super nice. But, like, I don't know. So we used to go there and stay at my grandma's house, and my cousins lived right up the way. Like, one of our... Because I have, like, a gajillion cousins. But, like, Allison and Danny lived up the way. And so we would always, like, do these dumb
up
little
the way.
things.
Is that, like, a technical term?
Up the way. No, because we'd, like, go under freaking, like, fences and walk through the fields, like, up the way to get there. But, so, we'd always just do, like, a lot of pretend games and just really silly shit. Like, so sometimes it's really hard for me to, like, be like, oh, well, there's this one time, because it all sort of blurs together.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, for example, one time, Allison, she got this cat. She got a cat before I was afraid of cats. And we were all trying to think of a good name, and we thought it was really important that it be baptized, because we were all good Irish Catholic kids, of course, at that time.
That's
to wash away the sins of, you know, being born. We figured we need to save this cat. So, like, this is the worst part. We'd like, all day we were, you know, oh, no, this name. Finally, we'd stick on one and be like, okay, let's go baptize this thing. Which is really hard to do because cats hate water. So, like, we'd be, like, dunking it and be like, I baptize you, like, you know, thinking that's how the ritual goes. And then, like, 2 hours later, like, Allison would be like, I really hate that name, like, so we'd be like, oh, okay, let's do this again. And then, like, finally, like, the cat was just like, like, I hate you guys. Because it's not like we were holding it down. We would just basically, like, dip its head in a bit, like. And then we eventually just got so, like, sick of going to the water, like, pump that we were just like, we didn't say fuck it, but we were basically like, fuck it. And we were just kept changing its name, like, throughout the whole night. And we just like, we'll baptize it in the morning. It's okay. It can live in sin for a couple more hours.
Oh my gosh. That is so funny, like, knowing you. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
the cat.
Like, it's not like we were really, like, thinking about it, but we knew that we had to baptize it because that's what kids, like, that's what we, like, said in our head is how you get your name. Like, you know, that you're baptized. That means that's who you are in God's book. You know what I mean? So that's what we would do.
You were just really trying to do good by the cat is the thing.
Yeah, like, we were really trying to be good people. And, like, everyone was like, you gotta stop with that cat. Like, all the adults, and we were like, girl, please, we're trying to be good. And this used to be one of my favorite things, which is really mundane, it's not a good story. It's just, there's, like, these big metal gates, like, to let the cows out and stuff. So we would just, like, hang on to them, and my Uncle Joe would just push them. So we'd, like, be hanging on, it's like a cheap roller coaster, like, you know? So he would just push them, and, like, you'd go flying, like, because it had such a big span, like, the gate, and it's so fun. And you'd almost be nervous because you'd be in your wellies, and so they're slippery at the bottom, you know? Because you're probably walking in fucking cow shit all day. Because, you know, kids, like, if you see poop and you're wearing something that, like, you can get poop on and not get in trouble with, you're going to be like, poop, you know? Like, so, like, you're usually covered in just, like, we'd ruin so many clothes, like, when we go to Ireland. My mom would just have to be like, these are your Ireland clothes, like, we're just gonna leave them here, and, like, next year we'll figure something else out, because you're not gonna wear these ever again, because they'd be covered in crap. But it's so much fun.